It was supposed to be a fun night laughter, snacks, games, and the kind of memories that last a lifetime. For 15-year-old Nicholas Conrad from Sherwood, Arkansas, a sleepover with friends felt like a perfect escape from the usual routine. Before we continue, please take some time to subscribe to Dailydose, like, and share this video. He dozed off, surrounded by the familiar hum of chatter and the flicker of a late-night movie. But sometime in the dark, that warm comfort shattered. Searing pain exploded across his neck, so sharp and sudden it ripped him from his dreams into a nightmare he never imagined. Nicholas sat bolt upright, screaming in confusion and agony. His skin felt like it was on fire, and he clawed at his neck in a frantic attempt to stop the pain. Through blurred eyes and burning tears, he saw his so-called friends laughing, holding an empty cup that had moments earlier been filled with boiling water. They had just performed what they thought was a harmless prank, a twisted internet stunt known as the Hot Water Challenge. This was no harmless prank. The challenge, spread recklessly on social media, had already caused serious injuries across the country and even claimed the life of an 8-year-old girl in Florida. In Nicholas's case, the boiling water had left him with first- and second-degree burns, covering much of his neck. Every movement sent fresh waves of pain through his body. "It was the worst pain of my life," Nicholas later said, his voice trembling. What hurt even more than the burns was the realization that the people he trusted, people he called friends, had done this to him on purpose. In that moment, he knew they would never be a part of his life again. When Nicholas's mother, Mickey, saw the injuries, she was devastated. At first, she thought it had been a horrible accident, but when she learned the truth that her son had been deliberately attacked while he slept, her shock turned to outrage. "You never think something like this will happen to your child," she said, "but it can, and it did." Police soon became involved, with Sergeant Keith Wilson of the Sherwood Police Department making it clear that this wasn't just kids being kids. "This was serious. This is not a joke," Wilson said. "These actions can lead to severe injuries, and those responsible can face felony charges." That night, there were adults in the house where the sleepover took place, but they had been asleep, unaware of the danger brewing in their kitchen. It's a chilling thought for any parent: a group of unsupervised teens, a pot of boiling water, and a victim who never saw it coming. Nicholas's burns will heal with time, but the emotional scars may run much deeper. He says he's thankful to be alive, and now he wants his story to serve as a warning not just to kids tempted by dangerous trends, but to parents who believe their children would never do something like that. In the weeks after the incident, the Conrads have made it their mission to speak out about the dangers of internet challenges. Mickey urges all parents to talk openly with their children about the risks, to set boundaries, and to think carefully before allowing unsupervised sleepovers. For Nicholas, the night started as a simple gathering with friends and ended as a life-changing lesson about trust, peer pressure, and the dark side of social media. It could happen to anyone, his mother warns. And for many parents hearing his story, the reminder is sobering because sometimes the real danger isn't on the street or with strangers. Sometimes it's sleeping right beside you. In the quiet days that followed, Nicholas spent most of his time at home, his neck bandaged and his movements careful. Every time he caught a glimpse of his reflection, the scars reminded him of that night, not just of the physical pain, but of the betrayal. Friends are supposed to look out for one another, and realizing that trust could be broken so easily was a wound all its own. Yet, amid the hurt, he also began to notice the people who truly cared, neighbors checking in, classmates sending kind messages, and teachers offering extra support. For Mickey, the incident changed the way she looked at parenting. She became more involved, not only in her son's life, but in the lives of other kids in their community. Together, she and Nicholas began speaking at local events, sharing his story as a cautionary tale. They wanted to turn his pain into purpose, hoping that even if they could stop just one teenager from repeating the same reckless act, the nightmare might at least lead to something good. In their eyes, that was the only way to make sense of what had happened and to begin truly healing.